Hello students! This video is about part one of your ePortfolio project. So when you open your assignment, the first thing you'll see is the page on the left, which are the guidelines, and you see the first whole page will be the instructions. Please take the time and energy to read those instructions, but I am going to summarize them for you here. So if you scroll down to the next page, you're essentially going to start your assignment right here. And what you're going to do is open a new Word document, a blank Word document, and you can think of this section right here where you see red, blue, and black for the next couple of pages. These are your questions that you're going to be answering. Okay, so you open your Word document, and the first thing you're going to do is you're always going to type the red headers. So you're going to have a header on yours, the title of your portfolio, another one, a welcome statement, another one, my academic background, and so forth. And these will be in red as you see them there. What follows is something in blue and then something in black. And here I am telling you essentially what is the question, And so you're going to read what I'm asking you to do. Make sure you read the blue, which is the actual statement of what you're supposed to write. And what's written in black with the asterisk marks and the note is telling you, please make sure you do this. It's a little bit of a tip telling you what to do and what not to do, because a lot of times students make errors, and I'm giving you some little hints and tips on what not to do there. So for your own document, you'll have in red the title of your portfolio, and then you'll write what I'm requesting you to write. You'll have another one, a welcome statement, and then you'll write what I'm requesting you to write. You'll have another section, my academic background, and again, you'll address all of the things that I'm asking in the paragraph. Okay, and this goes on for each of these sections. When you're finished with all of the sections in red and blue and possibly black, you're going to save your Word document. And what you're going to do at that point is you're going to come back over to our actual Blackboard shell, and you see that link right there called Upswing. You're going to log on to Upswing. And Upswing is STC's tutoring site, and you're going to enter the information. Of course, you're going to be a student here, but I'm entering in as faculty. You're going to enter in your username and password. Log in. And then you're going to get this screen. Now, I have given you all of the directions in your assignment guidelines of what you're to do, okay? So for this particular one, you're going to be uploading an assignment for review. You select that, and then you're going to fill out this information here, okay? Now, how are you going to fill that information out? I have given you all the answers to the questions. So the subject, for example, the title, the due date, the format, and so forth, okay? Please make sure you use the information that I've provided, especially on the description, right? Because I'm giving you some hints of what the tutors need to be looking for. You're also going to, of course, upload your assignment for review, and you're going to upload this document right here, your professor's guidelines, okay? And the major concerns, of course, we're going to focus on grammar and word choice. So the answer to all of those questions will appear right here. You are going to hit submit. So for the first week, this part one of your portfolio, you can see it here. Your submission to me, it's written in yellow. For points, you're going to submit your writing draft, the titles and answers, all of these things here, everything that you wrote. You're going to submit that to me. And let me show you as an example. I have taken the liberty of typing up sort of a fake student. So you're going to submit to me something that looks like this, but of course with your own information. Each of the sections will be in red, and then what will follow are your answers. So you will be submitting that to me, but you will also be submitting, of course, there are two parts to it. You're going to submit a screen clipping of your submission to Upswing. So I need to see proof that you submitted it to Upswing. Well, where are you going to get that proof? Well, you can see it will appear over here. So once you've submitted, there will be something that says current submissions. Now, I don't currently have any work submitted. My ePortfolio has already been reviewed. But what you'll do is you'll screenshot that and send me a PNG or a JPEG file of that. Or if you want, you can screen clip it from Microsoft Word and send me the Microsoft Word document. So what I'm looking for there will look like This is what you'll be submitting to me, showing me that you indeed submitted your assignment by the correct date and time. Okay, so I will be getting 2 documents from you. Let me remind you, the titles to your answers and some sort of a screen clipping of your Upswing submission. So for this week, guys, how I'm grading this, I have to have had you submit to Upswing. That's where all of the points come from. And the only reason you're submitting your writing sample to me, I'm not going to be editing it. What I'm looking for is to make sure you did all of the sections so I can ensure that you did all the work for Upswing. But I won't actually be grading your writing until we move on to part 2. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. I hope this gives you an opportunity to use Upswing if you haven't yet. And otherwise, have some fun putting together your portfolio.